Welcome in, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. My name's Lisa. Welcome to Say It Soul Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back. Again, hope everybody's doing awesome. So, Capricorn, I did try and start recording this and I had to stop and restart, so I do apologize. Some of your cards are already out, but I will pull some more tarot as well as I just got feelings out. I don't have any actions out yet, but again, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Venus, any placement in Capricorn. We're going to talk about your oracle cards first. So I do feel like right now, Capricorn, you've definitely been in thinking mode, trying to kind of like transmute any kind of negative energy into something positive. So trying to look on the bright side of things. I love that you're showing up here with the gratitude card that really talks about, being thankful for the blessings that you do have in your life. I feel like, sometimes we get caught up in, oh, I'll be happy when, this happens or that happens. But, getting out of that mindset and just being, thankful that you're here today and that, just for simple things. So I feel like for a lot of you, Pluto moving out of Capricorn, and now it's been out of Capricorn for a while. I feel like it's almost been a bit of a relief, like a relief in which you're like letting yourself just enjoy the simplicity of life and not be so caught up in, 3D things that don't really matter, and looking at the bigger picture. So that actually was the bottom of the energy of the Moonology deck here for you. You could have some Sagittarius in your chart. You might be dealing with a Sag, but we have a lot of Sag energy out, which is really nice, freeing energy. And again, knowing what nurtures you, knowing where, you know, your freedom lies, knowing what lights you up here, what kind of like ignites your ignition, knowing the people that you want around you, the people that, have your back, the people that are happy for you when good things are happening in your life. And just, really opening up, having all your chakras open, being open to love, regardless of what this person has done or not done to you here, Capricorn. So I do love that. And really having a new vision, I feel like, for the future. So, if you can imagine it, it is possible. So, I truly believe in manifestation. So I feel like your imagination is opening up and you're feeling like a lot lighter, a lot more creative. Not feeling like things are impossible, that anything is possible. So I love that. That's beautiful energy that I'm getting off your cards, especially given what has transpired with this person. Yikes. Yikes, Capricorn. Okay. So I feel like by the end of the month, when we have the new moon, that's going to be closer to the end of May. I feel like you are going to be, embracing this energy a little bit more, having a lot of dreams about the future, what you see for the future, and really thinking about what it is that lights you up, like I said already. So let's talk about this person. Yikes. I do like when I asked about your person's feelings for you, the first card that showed up was the Empress, which is the most important card when feelings show up. So I feel like this person knows they are recognizing you now as their divine counterpart, male or female. Don't get caught up in gender here. But I feel like this person knows that, things came to an end here because they couldn't show up like you needed them to, Capricorn. This person could have been jealous. They could have had some issues. I feel like you are recognizing that in this person, that this person does need to do some work. They need to make some changes. You could have definitely told this person, that they need to make some changes here. You have Scorpio coming out, and obviously this is your card here. But this person was not able to kind of like really show you their heart. So I feel like for a lot of you, Capricorn, it was difficult for this person to show up, in a loving light. And I love that regardless of what this person did or didn't do, you're still showing up here, with that big, beautiful heart, seeing the best, seeing the silver lining in this situation with this person, not necessarily giving up on this person, but I feel like you know that this person does need to make some changes. They need to work on, healing their heart, possibly from a past situation. And that's probably one of the main reasons why this relationship either didn't get off the ground or you and this person are, not together at the moment for the majority of you. So when I asked about how this person feels about you, they are definitely keeping an eye on you. So if you have, social media or mutual friends, this person is curious to see whether or not you will hear them out, whether or not there is still a future here between the two of you. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Are you dealing with an air sign? Just saying. Lots of swords out. Lots of swords. So even we have the Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. So definitely this person might have a really heavy, strong air placement. Doesn't have to, but that's what's coming through. So I do feel like this person really wants to know, Capricorn, whether or not you are open to hearing them out. Do you still have your hand up? I feel like this person's curious to know, like, is Capricorn still interested in me? Is Capricorn still thinking about me? Um, I'm kind of afraid here to like reach out to Capricorn. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I'm feeling, I feel like this person is feeling pretty stoic, or he kind of actually almost has like a look of embarrassment or shame on his face. I feel like this person's disappointed in themselves, which I do actually, like, because I feel like this person has to come to terms with what went down and kind of take some accountability. You know, they need to take some accountability. I feel like they're doing that now. They're in a lot of pain and a lot of regret. I feel like this person is surprised. They're kind of having an epiphany here. So Hangman is taking a time out, taking a break, taking a step back, trying to see things from another person's perspective. So maybe for the longest time, this person, acted carelessly with your heart here, Capricorn, and they are seeing the error of their ways here. We have the Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords to me is this person thinking about the things that they did, things that they said, their actions. Their actions have consequences. And that's what created this painful ending between the two of you. And I feel like even despite what this person did, like we already talked about, you're still showing up here with amazing energy. So good on you here, Capricorn, for transmuting this energy, not letting this person, jade you, or, taking the higher ground, like I already mentioned. So let's see here if this person's going to take any action towards you. Is this person going to take any action towards Capricorn mid to end of May? Let's see what comes out here. Ooh, see the Tower on the bottom. Possibly. Sorry, guys, my cards are upside down. Actions towards Capricorn mid to end of May. Anything? Any action towards Capricorn from this person? Seven of Wands. Some of you might have each other blocked. Knight of Cups. Six of Cups. All right, this person definitely may do something in the 3D to let you know that they're thinking about you. The Page of Pentacles sometimes can be an apology, something in the 3D. I feel like this person is waiting and trying to figure out when's the right time here to try and like rebuild things with you, Capricorn. What's the Seven of Wands here? King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person that you're dealing with, Capricorn, like we saw here with this King of Cups. This person has, you know, a lot of difficulty overcoming their fear here of like showing up and letting people know that they care. So they're trying to kind of like figure out a way here to come towards you and let you know that they're thinking about you and that, you know, this connection is special, that they do care. But this is like this is really out of this person's comfort zone. You know, King of Pentacles is somebody like having a hard time getting out of that chair. So I feel like on some level here, this person wants you to know, Capricorn, that they care about you, but they also don't want to create any confusion. And maybe that confusion is because this person is not sure what the future holds in this relationship, or this person is not sure about the direction that they want to go in. So it kind of gives me the feeling here that this person wants you to know that they're still thinking about you, that they care about you, but they don't want to overdo it or like come on so strong that, or make any promises to you about the future that they can't keep. But at the same token, you know, by sitting back and doing nothing, they're giving you the impression that they don't care. So it's kind of like finding that fine line to let you know that they're still thinking about you, Capricorn, that they care about you. But right now, at this very minute, this person is not sure what they don't want to make any false promises. They don't want to create any more heartache here for you. So they're stressed about how to figure out how to do this, how to let you know that they care about you, but not make you think that they can do something about it right at this minute, or that they're making any kind of promise about the future. So again, you know, trying to kind of navigate that, I want to say, because I feel like this person doesn't want to create any more heartache. There's already been, oh my goodness, there's already been a lot of heartache between you and this person, and they don't want to confuse you by showing up with love, that they can change everything right this minute, or they can make you a promise that they can't keep. They really don't want to do that. So they're trying to figure out a way to show you that they still care about you, that they're thinking about you, that, you know, they're thinking about the future with you, but they're not in a position right now to do anything about it. But they don't want to lose you either. So I feel like this person's kind of on the fence here about this may be a big shakeup on their home situation. You know, for you and them to be together, this tower, you know, the way that their life is currently may have to, you know, completely come down in order for you and them to be together. And they're not sure if they want that, but they're not sure if they can do that. So I feel like that's kind of where this person is hesitant. And again, not wanting to make any promises about the future. But they want you to know that they do care about you, Capricorn. So I feel like this person's struggling to try and figure out a way how to navigate that. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's see if Capricorn's going to take any actions towards this person. Are you guys going to take any action towards this person? Let's see what we get. Is Capricorn going to take any action towards this person, Spirit? Mid to end of May, please. Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor card. Anything else? Anything else to add, Spirit? All right, I feel like you're not doing anything, Capricorn. I feel like you've given this person the opportunity. I feel like you've pretty much kind of laid it out to this person. I feel like you recently, or you may have extended some sort of olive branch to this person. For each of you, how you did that is going to be different. This could be, for example, this could be you telling a mutual friend that, yes, I'm open to hearing from this person. You know, I still see a opportunity for us to work through our issues. And then Capricorn, that this person is going to run back to your person and tell them that if you did not do something directly. Like it's something along those lines. You've given this person an opportunity to kind of like step up. And if they are not, or they haven't been in the past, and that's why you walked away from this situation. So either they didn't choose you, or you made them an offer and they chose not to take it and or change, like we saw up top here. So I feel like you feel, I've put it out there what I'm wanting, what I'm looking for from this person. And if they can't step up, then, I had no choice but, to walk away here, right? Um, I gave them an opportunity, have a new beginning. They didn't want to take it, they didn't want to make changes. They weren't showing up with love. They couldn't, provide me with any kind of like security here, something stable and solid. And I'm done dealing with that chaos in my life, right? Life is too short here with that gratitude card. So I feel like you're not doing anything, Capricorn. Nothing. I feel like if this person wants to be with you, they're going to need to show up with love, show you that they actually care about you, provide you with some stability in this relationship, not be showing up as this devil card here. And this person's definitely going to need to make some changes for the two of you to be together, just like we saw with that Tower card. And for some of you, if you are at a distance and this person has to move for you guys to be together, or whatever the case may be, they're going to need to like really step up here. And we do have Emperor and Empress out. So for a lot of you, you may, feel like this is your divine counterpart. You and this person are looking at each other in this beautiful Six of Cups energy. So a lot of love here, a lot of attraction, a lot of physical attraction, but some, negative, toxic behavior, either from divine masculine here, or it could be from divine feminine, however you identify. Some codependency, some, bad behavior, in and out, inconsistent, the gamut. But I do like that this person is in this Nine of Swords, and I know that's, might sound harsh, but sometimes, somebody, you need to take a step back and give somebody some time, some pause for reflection about their behavior, how they're showing up. And it's hard enough for yourself to change, never mind wanting to change somebody else. So this person knows they need to make some changes. I feel like you've given this person an olive branch. You've told them what what you're wanting here, Capricorn, and, given them an opportunity. So I feel like that window, for each of you, the window, is going to be, you know, shorter than others. So, like, a window of opportunity to rectify the situation is really what I'm getting at. So, for some of you, you're like, um, definitely not giving this person another chance. For others of you, I feel like the majority of you will, just because of this connection. But again, not letting them, dampen your flame. This person is not going to get me down. I'm still, going to show up as my big, beautiful self with my big, beautiful heart. I'm hopeful that things are going to work out. I'm not going to dwell on the negative aspects of this person. I know it's their issue, not yours, to fix the situation. So I feel like for a lot of you here, Capricorn, that, you feel like you did everything you could in this situation for this person. And, they just really weren't stepping up. They weren't really appreciating this relationship, taking things for granted, not showing appreciation, not showing up with love. And I feel like for a lot of you, you took the higher ground here, gave them the opportunity, and now, it's kind of up to this person. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, and I feel like, if this person's meant to be in your life, I feel like you're really believing that, they'll make the changes if they really want to be, if you and them are meant to be together, or like if this person really wants to be with you, they're going to need to like step it up in order for that to actually happen. So I love that, Capricorn. It looks like, you're in a really good space right now. I feel like you're holding space in your heart for this person, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be your authentic, beautiful self and not going to be dragged down by, this person's bad behavior, or, having a jaded perspective on love. You're, feeling grateful for the beautiful people in your life and appreciating, the simplicity of life, and, finally focusing on your dreams, spending time with people that nourish you. And if this person is meant to come back around, I feel like they will make those changes, and, and giving them the space to do that. I heard this really good song. It's called Leave the Light On. I think it's by Maggie somebody. And I love that song because that's really the energy that I'm getting. And as I say that, I'm getting goosebumps. So it just really talks about leaving the light on for this person. But in the meantime, you're not going to be sitting around sulking and, feeling sorry for yourself, and just enjoying your life. But you've left the door open is really what I'm getting at. Not, completely giving up on the situation with this person. So, but doing you and living your best life in the meantime. And hey, if you meet somebody new, great. All right, messages from this person for Capricorn, please. Something Capricorn may not know. What does Capricorn need to know here? All right, so we have childhood trauma coming out. I'm scared of rejection. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. Don't wait for me, please. I want out. I want to be different. I wish I could understand you is on the bottom. Any other messages here for Capricorn? I was hurt by you. All right, they have hurt me and don't put up with my BS. So yeah, I feel like this person, really did cause a lot of drama. And then we have the heat between us is intense. So it definitely looks like, this person definitely may have triggered you as well. This person may have put you in your spiritual awakening for some of you with that childhood trauma card. And, this person, I feel like, does have a lot of insecurity about, not being in control, about taking accountability for their actions here, recognizing their self-sabotaging ways here in this relationship, knowing that they don't want to hold you up. So remember we talked about that I feel like this person, wants you to know that they are thinking about you, that they care about you. But I feel like right now, this person still has some work to do. They know it. I feel like you know it here as well, Capricorn. So I feel like you just need to give this person some time and space to do that. but they do want you to know that they do care about you. So, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like this person is trying to do the right thing. They're trying to do the right thing by you right now, and staying away until, kind of they heal themselves is kind of what they need to do. But again, wanting you to know that they are thinking about you and that they do, feel this connection with you, Capricorn. They do, have love in their heart, but they're recognizing in themselves their part in it, and they know that they need to fix that first before, they can come towards you. If this person isn't was a third party, they need to get out of that. They know that with that I want out card. So, all right, guys. Hopefully this reading helped. Hopefully it made sense. If you are not a subscriber and you'd like to, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell. Probably start working on June readings. Probably be out around the 25th or so, 26th-ish of May. As always, I'd love to hear from you, so feel free to make a comment. If you are interested in a personal read, I do them. It's just sayitsoultarot@gmail.com, so feel free to reach out to me. The email address is just in the description box of this reading. And again, I hope this reading helped you. Really from the bottom of my heart, hope it helped in some way, shape, or form. So, all right, guys, take care, and hopefully I'll see you again.